first downs, 2 of 6 on third down, 1 for 1 on fourth down via the penalty, 1 turnover. Surprisingly, no penalties against Wadley. So a pretty clean game by the Bulldogs. Randolph County got on the board first, a 72-yard punt return for a touchdown for Dante Jordan. The kick was good. It was 7-0 at that point. Wadley got a safety off a block punt to make it 7-2. They then proceeded to go down the field, and LaCavian O'Neal found Jonathan Poole, 16-yard touchdown pass. 2-point conversion failed. It remained 8-7. Marco Woodgett then took it in from 6 yards out to make it 15-8 after the 2-point conversion was good. And then Dante Jordan, before the half in the second quarter, a 47-yard run. 2-point conversion was good on the little flip play on the swinging gate to make it 23-8, and that is where we stand. John, you listen to those first half stats and you listen to the score recap. Your takeaways overall from the first half?
Well, if not for that punt return, we'd be at a one-score game right now. And it definitely toward the end of the second quarter, it didn't feel that way. It felt sort of like Randolph County was having their way a little bit. But Wadley can come out here in the second half and put a score on the board and make Randolph County sweat a little bit. We'll see. We'll see if that can come about. But really, I think Randolph County's having some success with the play action pass and also the misdirection on the run plays has been effective for them too. I know Marco Woodgett took it in as everybody went right. Woodgett came back left and took the handoff and went in for the touchdown. But that misdirection is working wonders for them right now. But if you're Wadley, you really got to come up with some plays in the run game and continue to pound it. And you can still make plays in the pass game as they've been doing tonight, as they've shown they can do with Jonathan Poole.
Playoffs are next week. Randolph County returns home to take on Midfield. Wadley, if the score stands right now, would be a 3 or a 4. We're trying to keep an eye on that Billingsley score. If Billingsley ends up losing and this score holds, Wadley will be the 4. They'll travel to Isabella. If they are the 2 seed, they will host next week. If they're the 3 seed, they'll play at Maplesville. So those are the playoff games next week. Hanley getting set to host West Blockton in 4A next week as the playoffs are just around the corner. John, what are you looking for both teams when this second half gets underway?
Well, I think Randolph County wants to just keep the pressure on. They've really been swarming on defense, and for Wadley, they're going to look to come out and try to get something going downfield, try to get some throws and loosen up the run defense of Randolph County in order to get back on the board and make it a one-score game. And we'll see coming out of halftime, but there should be some urgency on Wadley's part to try to get this game closer and give themselves an opportunity.
Instead of asking what you're looking for in the first 5 minutes, give me a game breaker that's going to take control of their team and lead them to victory for both sides.
Well, I think for Wadley, if it's going to happen, it's got to happen with LaCavian O'Neal. If they're going to come back here, I think it's Randolph County is basically saying you're going to have to throw the ball to beat us. And for Randolph County, I think you could be looking at a heavy dose of Keyshawn Garrett and Jonathan Prothro here in the second half if things continue the way they are.
Programming note, we will be on the air next week. It's just a matter of what game we get assigned to. We will either travel with Wadley if this score holds, or we could be right back here if Wadley somehow comes back to win. We could either be at Randolph County if they take on Midfield and at Hanley if they take on West Blockton. So be sure to tune to Eagle1023.com to keep an eye on where we're going to be. We will have playoff football for you next week. And John, I'm trying to get a Woodland score as well. Woodland's playing Donahoe tonight. If Woodland ends up winning that game, just talk about what that does for their morale going into next season.
Well, it's been a long year, a long, hard, tough year for them, and you can end that thing on a up note, and a lot of times, people will remember the last experience they had, the last thing they remember is the most recent thing. So. That would be big for Woodland, and I hope they can pull that out tonight.
Ohatchee, Ranburne, Cleveland, and Westbrook Christian, the 4 teams out of that 2A region that advanced. Woodland finishing in 6th. Their only win came against Gaston. They lost to West End last week. So best of luck to Coach Armstrong and company as they try and turn that program around. We'll go ahead and step out for a 2-minute break and be back with plenty more coverage here between Randolph County and Wadley. The second half is coming your way in just a few moments, so don't go anywhere, folks. Back on the Eagle Sports Network in a couple minutes.
Looking for a local Christian service store? Look no further than Morning Star Christian Gear. They offer the best selection of Christian-based products around, including King James Bibles, Bible covers, Day Springs box cards, communion supplies, and other amazing Christian-based gifts. Located on Highway 431 South in Roanoke. Open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 5:30 and Saturday 10 to 4. For more information, call Morning Star Christian Gear at 334-863-2425.
There are places where the sunrise is still savored, where spirits and energy soar, where neighbors are more like family, and where big things come in small packages. Welcome to Wadley, Alabama, a great place to raise a family, grow a business, or enjoy your next great adventure. Located along the beautiful Tallapoosa River, Wadley is home to Southern Union State Community College and boasts an award-winning school system where students K-4 through 12 are located on one convenient campus. On behalf of Mayor Donna McKay and the Wadley Town Council, welcome to Wadley, where roots run deep and futures bloom.
The Rehab Center and TREA at Trailer Retirement Community in Roanoke offer a wide range of therapy services that will help you get back on your feet and cheering for your team. Their highly skilled team of physical, occupational, and speech therapists offer intensive 6-day-a-week therapy services for all medical needs, including orthopedic and post-surgical care, stroke, and generalized weakness rehab. Serving the area for 15 years, the Rehab Center and TREA are there to help improve your quality of life. For more information, call 334-863-3500.
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school. But Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu.
Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Wadley High School, everybody. 23-8 your halftime score. Jay Douglas, John Stevens back with you. I want to run through the entire playoff scenarios for the teams. So in 3A with Randolph County is hosting Midfield. Piedmont will host J.B. Pennington. You've got Fultondale hosting either Pleasant Valley, Sachs, or Comer, and Walter Wellborn is at Locust Fork. In 4A, you've got Hanley hosting West Blockton. American Christian is playing Holtville next week. Montevallo playing Talladega, and Dallas County is playing Lincoln. Forgot about Lincoln there. And then in 2A, Ohatchee and Ranburn are waiting for their teams, so we'll go to 1A. Actually, in 2A, you've got Sulligent playing Westbrook Christian, Cleveland playing Aliceville, and then Ohatchee and Ranburn waiting on Cold Spring, Southeastern Blunt, and Tarrant. And then Wadley will either play Maplesville or Isabella, with Lynette being the one playing Keith. And then you've got Notasulga and Billingsley, the other teams. John, just as you hear those playoff potentially matchups, and what are you expecting most out of the three teams that made the playoffs this season?
Well, as I think about it here, I really think the team we have on the field right here in front of us, Randolph County, in this classification, if they can hold on to the ball, and they've had some trouble turning the ball over this year. If they can hold on to the ball, their defense is good enough to take them, as far as they're going to go. I mean, can this be a state championship caliber team? That's yet to be seen. But I do think they're one bad half of football away from being unbeaten, and they're unbeaten at home, and they're going to make it tough on anybody who has to come in there. And I think Randolph County has the ability and possibly the draw to go the farthest of any team in our area that we cover. Hanley's certainly talented enough to, and we'll see what their draw looks like. But as the teams come out here for after half, Wadley getting a good ovation, but I really think Hanley's talented enough to, and I don't know if their draw is going to be formidable or not. But I assume in that region or in that classification, I would assume it's going to be pretty formidable, and it's going to be interesting to see. But I think Randolph County has a team that can really make some noise.
Sponsors on tonight's broadcast: Sun Union State Community College, Regional Medical Center, Trailer Retirement Community, the Randolph County Sheriff's Department, Town of Wadley, and Mayor Donna McKay, Dr. Michael Edwards Dentistry, Gedney's Restaurant, and Morningstar Christian Gear. So Randolph County will get the ball first. Wadley will kick from right to left. Wadley in all red, red tops, red pants, white helmets with the W across and the white trim. Randolph County in white, white tops, gray pants, gold numerals, the gray helmets, the blue and gold trim. Elijah Beverly going to get us going as State Farm agent Ken Seifert sponsors this kickoff. Proud to have him as a sponsor on tonight's broadcast. 23-8 is your halftime score. Dante Jordan, Jonathan Prothro, and Kayshawn Garrett, the deep men for Randolph County as we get going here in the second half.
Beverly to kick off.
Beverly setting up like he's going to onside kick it again, and he does pooch it. Hagan Bailey fair catches it again at the 37-yard line. So the same play that Wadley did the first time, they do it again, and Hagan Bailey, equal to the test once again, gets a fair catch at the 37.
Well, it's obvious they didn't want to deal with the return game for Randolph County there, and Hagan Bailey does a good job again of getting under it and making a secure catch for the for possession, and Randolph County is going to start third quarter on offense.
Marco Woodgett going out. They bring Patrick Bragg in. Dante Jordan will split out wide right. Bragg will go there with him. Prothro and Benefield wide left. Daniel the quarterback. Garrett his running back. They motion Jordan across the formation right to left. Jordan gets it left side. He will get outside. 40, 45, cuts up to midfield, has a first down, and then is shoved out by Caden Messer on the Randolph County side. And he does get to midfield, so he picked up 13 and a first down right out of the gate for the Tigers.
So it's one way to spread out Wadley is get out of the wishbone, get out from under center, and go shotgun formation and use motion. And that time the handoff to the running back in motion picks them up a first down. Now they're back in the wishbone.
Tight end each side. Daniel under center takes a snap, hands it to Garrett, going left, runs over a man, and then is pushed back into Wadley territory. A host of Wadley Bulldogs in on the stop at the 47. 11:26 to go in the third quarter. 23-8 is your score.
Got to be careful if you're Wadley here. Randolph County's come out and picked up a first down and on one play, and then gained about 4 yards on another play. Second and 7, so 3 yards on another play. But got to be careful here if you're Wadley.
Tight end each way again. Daniel under center. That's a false start. Jonathan Prothro rocked forward in his stance, and that'll cost the Tigers 5.
Yeah, Prothro gets a little bit of an early jump, and I think you called it before the officials did, Jay, and they finally throw the flag and blow the play dead, and now Wadley has a chance to stop him on second down here. Set up a third down and long, possibly, for Randolph County.
Looks like the ball's at the Randolph County 48. Daniel under center with three backs in the backfield, I should say. Tight end each way. Daniel, he will hand it left side, and that play goes nowhere. May have lost more yardage. A host of Wadley Bulldogs in on the stop. Reeves was in there first. He was not alone with Beverly in there as well.
Yeah, Christian Reeves makes the first big hit there, and just what we talked about, Wadley now setting up a third and long for Randolph County, and Wadley's anticipation on that play was really good on the right, their right side of the defense. Nothing doing for Prothro. He didn't even get a head of steam before he was contacted and brought down.
Dante Jordan back in at quarterback. Two receivers right and two left. Braxton Daniel splits out here wide right. Jordan takes a shotgun snap. He'll run it left. He will get to midfield. He needs the Wadley 40, and he will get the Wadley 40. He was contacted by Jonathan Poole behind the line to gain, but he fell forward, and that's going to be a first down for the Tigers and a very tough break for Wadley defensively.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Jay. That kind of breaks your heart for if you're a Wadley Bulldog, and Jonathan Poole hits him, has an opportunity to bring him down just short of the line to gain, and he does hit him, but he just has too much momentum going forward and shoots past that first down marker, and as they come back now in the wishbone again.
Two tight ends, one to each side. Full house backfield. Daniel Another false start on Randolph County. I thought there was movement, and they spot another false start. Look like the left side of the Randolph County offense, so the Tigers will back up again. That's 9 penalties tonight for Randolph County. 23-8 your score with 9:27 to go in the third quarter. Randolph County's opening possession of the third quarter. And they've already taken almost 3 minutes off the clock.
First down and 15.
Tied in each way. Daniel, the quarterback, takes the snap. He'll hand it left side. Garrett met at the line of scrimmage and goes nowhere. Caden Messer was on the bottom of the pile, but Jonathan Poole was there first. And no gain. 2nd and 15 coming up for the Tigers.
That's a couple of good plays right there by the Wadley defense, and on the interior, they're just being hurt now by when Jordan comes in at quarterback. He's not giving any impression that he's going to throw the ball, and it's just a draw one way or the other, possibly right up the middle, and they've really been hurt by that. But
2nd down and 15.
Looks like they might run it again, John.
Now he's back in there at quarterback.
8.5 to go in the third, and that's everybody moving. The 3 receivers here right. Kayshawn Garrett moved. That's an everybody but the center call. 10th penalty of the night on the Tigers. It'll back them up midfield.
Yeah, I don't think the center I don't think knew the snap count that time, or didn't see the motion for the snap, as everybody except the center, he says, was called for a false start.
8:20 to go in the third quarter. Time ticking away on Wadley. They have the ball at the midfield, the Tigers do. They're just running in time off. It's 2nd down and about 20 from midfield. Single receiver left is Benefield. 3 receivers break out right, and confusion and a timeout, Randolph County. So 8:04 to go in the quarter, and Randolph County spends a timeout. It's brought to you by Southern Oxygen Solutions. We'll take it as well. 8:04 to go in the third quarter. 23-8, Randolph County on top. They have a 2nd and 20 when you come back. 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Whether it's urgent care or primary care, RMC's Roanoke Rural Health and Urgent Care Center is here to meet your family health care needs. Our clinic provides CT scans, ultrasounds, digital x-rays, and stress tests, as well as primary or special care services. Located at 1950 Main Street in Roanoke, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. RMC Urgent Care and Rural Health Center. The right care right here.
Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network.
2nd and 20 for the Tigers. Jay Douglas and John Stevens back with you. 8:04 to go in the third quarter. 23-8, Randolph County in front. Braxton Daniel, the quarterback. 3 receivers right and 1 left. Benefield, the receiver left. Jordan is right. Daniel takes a snap. He'll throw. Has no time. Pressure coming. He'll loft it up. He's got a man open, and the pass is caught. Oh, a beautiful catch by Jonathan Prothrow. Coming back to the ball. Jonathan Poole finally gets him down, but not before a first down. That ball was underthrown, but a good adjustment by Prothrow, and a huge first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's just a one route that he's looking for on that play, and it's Prothrow, and the ball is just well underthrown, and there's no other defenders out there. Prothrow makes a good adjustment, stops his route, comes back to the ball, makes the catch, and that's a big play for Randolph County.
That's a 31-yard pass, Daniel to Prothrow. Tied in each way for Randolph County with 7:38 to go in the quarter. Daniel hands it left side. Garrett not going anywhere. Beverly in there once again for the Bulldogs. 2nd and about, he fell forward for about 3, so 2nd and 7 coming up. And the line of scrimmage looks to be the Wadley 16.
Yeah, Beverly makes the play and wraps him up by the hips and brings him down, but it's 2 or 3 yards down the field, and we'll see if they can correct that. They're going to have to be on the Randolph County side of the ball, especially getting down here in the red zone.
This is a 5-minute drive for the Tigers. 2nd and 7 from the Wadley 16. Daniel up the middle. Prothrow gets through a hole, and he's finally tackled inside the 10, but that's going to be a first down. There's a stoppage and a first down. And Beverly's down on a knee. He's back up, and he's going to be okay. Beverly was in on the stop. A first down for the Tigers inside the 10. It looks like at the 8.
Yeah, it looked like both he and Prothro were a little slow to get up, and Beverly's still shaking up a little bit out there as he's grabbing his knees, but he's staying in the game, and Randolph County's starting to assert themselves a little bit here late in the third.
6:24 to go in the third quarter, 23-8. As Daniel tosses it left, Jordan trying to get outside, cuts it up, and ran into a host of Wadley defenders. First there was number 52 for Wadley. That's Miles Welch. And that one got maybe a yard to the 7, second and goal from the 7 as we come up on the 6-minute mark of the third quarter. So this initial drive of the third quarter is taking half the quarter.
Yeah, they pitch it left. They want to get the corner out there. Miles Welch just fights through his block and lays a big hit on Jordan. But Jordan was out there and had some speed, but just too much pursuit on that side.
Daniel will fake it. He'll throw it rolling left. Now he'll throw. He throws to the back of the end zone and batted away. Jacob Marable on the defense. Looks like Benefield was the intended receiver. Jonathan Poole was in coverage as well. Third down and goal from the 7 with 5.5 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're lucky that was not intercepted. Marable, instead of knocking it away, may have had a better opportunity to catch that ball than Benefield did. But that was in the back left corner of the end zone. That thing was knocked away, and now it sets up third and goal for Randolph County. And if you're Wadley, you got to do everything you can right here to at least force a field goal attempt or at least get them to fourth down.
Tight in each way. Daniel, the quarterback, takes a snap. They will run the reverse to Woodgett, trying to get to the end zone, and he won't get there. Beautiful pursuit by the Wadley defense. He did get to the 5, but he was stopped there by a sea of red. A fourth and goal from the 5 coming up for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's the third time that we've seen him run that play tonight, and it's the best Wadley's looked on it. And Woodgett did everything he could to get out of the grasp over there, but Wadley had a number of defenders rally to the ball.
Looks like Randolph County is going to kick a field goal here. Braxton Daniel will kick it. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 23-8 is your score. Hagan Bailey is going to hold for this kick. So this will try and make it 26-8 and give it an 18-point lead. There's a little bit of confusion. They're going to get a delay of game. Did they get a timeout? No, they didn't. It's a delay of game. So that'll be back them up to the 10. So another penalty on the Tigers. Maybe that could have been by design, though, to give Daniel a better chance. But nevertheless, it is the 11th penalty of the night for the Tigers.
That's a good point, Jay. Maybe they didn't like the angle there, and they draw the 5-yard penalty, and now it gives Daniel an opportunity.
4:45 to go in the third quarter. 23-8 your score. Daniel trying to make it 26-8. Let's see if Wadley can block it maybe. Pressure coming. They didn't get there, and the kick is, I don't know if it curved in. It did not. I didn't think it curved in. It goes wide right, and the Dogs get a stop.
Yeah, he just pushed it wide right, and that is big for Wadley. Now they got to come up with some kind of an offensive drive here and make this a one-score game.
Boy, that drive ate up almost over half of this third quarter, so Wadley's got to try and do something in a hurry. Not necessarily their game. We'll see what they kind of draw up here on their first drive of the third quarter. Brown is a wing-back right, or left, excuse me, pull wide right. LaCavian O'Neal, the quarterback, he takes the snap. He will hand it up the middle. Sebastian Owens in the middle of the line, and he got forward. So they brought that ball out to the 20, and he got to the 21-yard line after the missed kick. So a gain of 1, 2nd and 9 coming up for Wadley.
Well, Christian Lippman has been in the middle of the Randolph County defense all night, just right over the center. Just yeoman's work, just hard work in there, and he's been in on a lot of contact and a lot of plays. He's just not necessarily the guy that's making the first contact a lot of times. 4
minutes to go in the third quarter. O'Neal, he will hand it to Messer coming left. He's got a couple blockers. That should be a face mask, and there's a flag. Face mask on Marco Woodgett on Caden Messer. So a 15-yard penalty and move the ball up to the Wadley 36, and another penalty against the Randolph County team tonight.
Yeah, Woodgett just gets back there, and he doesn't need to bring him down by his helmet. He's a big enough kid that he's got the size advantage on Messer, but he just slings him down by his helmet, and that's going to be a 15-yarder and first down for Wadley.
So move the ball up to the 36-yard line. Another penalty on Randolph County. I believe that's the 13th tonight. 3:49 to go in the third quarter. Wadley trailing 23-8. They're still very much in this game. First and 10 Dogs from they put it at the 32 actually, so just a 10-yard penalty. Fake to Messer, hand to Owens, right side, and he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Jack McKissick was over there. Pro throw in there as well. Sims, the familiar foes over there for Randolph County defensively, lost a yard on that play back to the 30.
Yeah, they just couldn't get them blocked on the the right side of Wadley's offensive line, left side of the defense for Randolph County. Just couldn't get them blocked. It's a good idea. He tries some misdirection there, and he just comes through the line, makes contact with the carrier, Owens, and brings him down about a half-yard side line scrimmage.
Shotgun set. O'Neal takes the snap, fakes it. He rolls left, looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's got a man open. It's caught. Jacob Marable at the 45-yard line, dives forward. Tackled by Dante Jordan. That's another first down for the Bulldogs, and they mark it at the 47-yard line. Pick up a 17 on that play.
Well, it's a good throw by the sophomore quarterback, O'Neal, and really good concentration there by Marable. Come down with the catch and gets forward. He had the first down, and was able to catch it and get forward for a few more yards, and Wadley's hoping to move this ball into Randolph County territory.
2:45 to go in the third quarter. They'll try Owens up the middle, bouncing out left. Hits Woodgett and then is tattooed by Lipham. And he does get it into Randolph County territory at the 48-yard line. So he picked up 4 on that last play. 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Wadley still moving the football.
Well, Sebastian Owens made a good move here, avoided the tackle right around the line of scrimmage, then gets forward, gets some contact, and he's on his way down, and Christian Lipham comes in and adds insult to injury and just really tattoos him.
Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the quarter. O'Neal hands it right side. Marable looking for a hole. He has none. Fell forward for a little bit of gain. Lipham in there. McKissick was over there. And I think Sion Barnes, 56, was in there as well. Be third down coming up for Wadley. The line of scrimmage looks to be the 47 of Randolph County, maybe the 46.
Well, I think Joshua Holloway and Christian Lipham in the middle of the Randolph County defense they're starting to breathe heavy and work up a lather. These guys are starting to enjoy themselves, I think.
A minute 37 to go in the quarter. Big possession here for Wadley, trailing 23-8. O'Neal, the quarterback, out of the gun, takes the snap. He'll run it right, looking for some blocks, and he will have none. He's trying to fight forward, and he may have a first down. He got out of a tackle short of the first down in his forward progress, making a first down for the Dogs.
I want to say it was Nick Sims over there that had him corralled. He just sheer effort by the sophomore quarterback, Lacavian O'Neal.
He might be a bit short. They might measure. It's on the far side, and they have called for a measurement. A minute 14 to go in the third. I can't see it. And now I thought they were measuring. Now they're going to officially measure. Timeout brought to you by Southern Auction Solutions and Mr. Ron Young. Visit them online, southernauctionsolutions.com, to get top dollar for your timber. Wadley going to either have a fourth and very short or a first down at the Randolph County 44. Chains come out, and they'll stretch it. And the signal from the referee coming momentarily. He got it. First down, Bulldogs. Beautiful effort by Lacavian O'Neal to keep this drive alive.
Well, you'd think that play went out of bounds right at the on the far side, right at the marker, and they still had to measure it. It was that close, and really good effort by O'Neal. And now he start over a new set of downs, and they've got to get this ball in the end zone.
A minute 10 to go, third quarter. Wadley still very much in this game, but they got to move. Messer across the formation. Owens up the middle. Lowers his head, trying to push forward, and maybe got a couple yards. A host of Randolph County defenders in there. Be second down and about 8 coming up for the Bulldogs at the Randolph County 41.
Well, they just keep punching, keep jabbing. And we'll see if they come back with some play action here soon.
40 seconds. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're right. It's getting time. It's getting time here for them to for them to make a move.
30 seconds coming in the third quarter. 23-8, Randolph County in front. O'Neal takes a snap and a false start. So Wadley will back up 5 yards. That's going to be Wadley's first penalty of the night. And it doesn't cut. Well, actually, no. Well, they call offsides on Wadley. And not very often you see that. It's normally a legal procedure. Ball back to the 46 on the 5-yard mark off against Wadley.
Yeah, the only thing I can think right there, Jay, is maybe they lined up offsides. You don't see that often, like you said.
Normally you don't blow that play dead if you line up offsides. Normally it's coming back. 15 seconds to go. Wadley does not have to snap it again, but I think they would like to. O'Neal, the quarterback, takes the snap. He lost the ball, picks it up, and hits big hit. Jonathan Prothro back at midfield, and that'll do it for the third quarter. 23-8, no scoring in that third quarter, a very fast-moving third quarter. Wadley very much in the game. They got a third and very long when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network. 23-8, Randolph County in front. We'll take a minute timeout and be back with more on WLW 94.7. Back in a moment.
The Randolph County Sheriff's Department is a proud supporter of all the local area schools. Whether you're a Tiger, a Bulldog, or a Bobcat, the Sheriff's Department would like to wish all the students, faculty, support staff, and families of Randolph County a great 2019 and 2020 school year. On behalf of Sheriff David Cofield and all the personnel at the Randolph County Sheriff's Department, we would like to remind you to buckle up, drive responsibly, and let's have an amazing football season.
Dentistry isn't all about teeth. It's about listening and treating patients like family. At Dr. Michael Edwards' office, that's what you'll get. Located in Wedowee, Dr. Edwards' team of highly qualified dental specialists are there to address all of your dental needs, accepting patients ages 4 and up and offering a full complement of dental services, including implants, oral surgery with IV sedation, full mouth replacement, and prevention and treatment of gum disease. For more information, visit them online at miketooth.com or call 256-357-2882 to schedule your appointment. Keep those winning smiles bright.
Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Third down and very long for Wadley at the Randolph County 49. They need the Randolph County 37, it looks like. So third and about 22. It's more than that, though. To receiver right. O'Neal will throw. Pressure coming. He's got to throw it. He does throw it, and it's going to be, almost a beautiful catch by Poole, Dante Jordan was covering on the play, and it looks like Wadley's going to punt it, being fourth and very long. So 23-8 your score. Jay Douglas, John Stevens back with you. 23-8, Randolph County in front.
Yeah, Jay, I think if you're had a little better field position right here, you may consider going for it, but now they're going to kick it away and hope they can avoid a big return here from Dante Jordan.
Well, Randolph County took off almost the entire quarter last time they had it. Jordan's going to have a chance at this one. Takes it, trying to get outside at the 25 and cannot. Justin Fulgham down there, the kicker, down there defensively to make the play. And that ball will be spotted at the Randolph County 25, 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
They did a good job that time, finally kicking it away from Jordan. It does take a good bounce, and he's able to get over there and grab it, but they had good coverage on the kick. And now if you're Wadley, you gotta continue to give effort. You got to get a stop here, but you really like to come up with a turnover.
Need a 3 and out in the worst possible way. Handoff up the middle. They will not get it as that's going to be close to a first down. Big hit by Caden Messer on the running back, Dante Jordan. Well, that's close to a first down at the Randolph County 34-yard line. Pick up a 9 on that last play for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's just simply too much for Randolph County on first down if you're Wadley. It's a big-time pickup for Dante Jordan. Although Messer made a big hit on him, it's just too far down the field. 2nd and 1,
wishbone set. And they will go to Jordan, and he gets out of one tackle in the backfield, and he's loose. Going to midfield. Going to the 45. Jacob Marable will get him out of bounds. And if not for him stepping out, it could have been more. They mark him all the way at the Wadley 47, and a first down for the Tigers, their 11th of the evening.
Yeah, Dante Jordan just been a lot to handle tonight for Wadley. His speed and elusiveness is just something that you don't see a whole lot of. I guess if you're Wadley, they're just not used to seeing that at this point.
Timeout on the field, brought to you by Southern Auction Solutions. 11:01 to go in the game, 23-8 your score. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with more Alabama area high school football on WLW 94.7. Back in a moment.
How long's it been since you've had a great steak? Go to Gedney's Restaurant and Grill in Roanoke and give yourself a treat. Gedney's Restaurant and Grill features specialty cut steaks, and they use a very special marinade. You'll love it. Gedney's has delicious steaks, starting with the 8-ounce Little Joe's sirloin, or choose the delicious 12-ounce ribeye. If you want a great steak, go to Gedney's. Gedney's Restaurant and Grill, more than just a steakhouse, located on Highway 431 in Roanoke.
Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Back here at Wadley, everybody. Senior night. Wish we had better news. 23-8, Randolph County in front. Tied in each way. Wadley's played tough tonight, but they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard. Daniel up the middle with Prothrow. Out of one tackle, Christian Reeves tackles him, but not before he gets to the 41-yard line. Another big gain. Gain of about 6 on that last play. 10:51 to go in the game. Jay Douglas and John Stevens here with you.
This is sort of what I thought we'd see more of out of Randolph County in this second half. Really, it's only being a 2-score game. It's might be too early for it, but now it looks like they're going to go wishbone and more Prothrow.
Daniel will hand it to Jordan this time, and he's got a first down. And he busted all the way to the Wadley 30-yard line before he's tackled. Might have gotten inside the 30, and he did. He got to 28, maybe 27, Wadley, and another first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, now every time Dante Jordan touches the ball, he just looks like he's got a crease, and he just gets through there so quickly, and looks like he's going to break it at any given moment here as Wadley's defense begins to reach a little bit.
28-yard line. Minifield comes out for the Wadley defense. 2 tight ends, 1 to each side. Daniel, the quarterback. He will take the snap, and he'll hand it to Jordan right side again, and he will move forward and tackled by a sea of red there. Looked like Beverly was in there defensively. Caden Messer's in there. And they mark it at the 22-yard line, so a pickup of 5 more for the Randolph County offense. 9:42 to go in the game, 23-8 Tigers in front.
74 for Wadley. Kyler Waldrop in on the stop also that time. So he's been a big part of the interior of the defense tonight for them.
This is not good for Christian Reeves holding his left shoulder. A man that just got back from injury, and that's not good. Hope everything's okay, but he is hurting on that left shoulder. Braxton Daniel, the quarterback, takes the snap. Prothrow this time, busts out right, and he will go to the end zone. And a touchdown for the Tigers. And there are no flag. Well, there might be one now. There is a flag. There is a flag on the far side, so hold everything.
Yeah, it's on that far right side, Jay.
Yeah, hold on. I think Jonathan Poole got held, and he was screaming for a flag, and he finally got it. So penalty will mark it off. Another penalty on Randolph County. The ball will move back to the 26-yard line for second down and about 7. $9:10 to go in the game. 23-8 Randolph County. Daniel, quarterback, takes a snap. He'll hand it to Jordan, and he didn't get much. Tackle made by number 73, Joseph Freeman, for Wadley defensively. Ball got to the 23, it looks like, so third down coming up. It's like third down and about 5.
Yeah, they're continuing to work on Christian Reeves over here on the sideline as his Wadley defense is running in a couple of new guys there to contend with this run game of Randolph County.
Tied in each way for Randolph County. They lead 23-8 with 8.5 to go in the game. Daniel takes the snap, fakes a handoff, he'll throw. He's got a man down there, he lobs it to him, it's Woodgett, and it's caught for a touchdown. Marco Woodgett got behind the defense and catches a touchdown pass behind LaCavian O'Neal. Braxton Daniel with the pass, and Randolph County goes up 29-8.
Well, they had good pressure on him, and they had the coverage out there. It's just O'Neal couldn't get turned around, and Woodgett makes a good catch and just falls backwards into the end zone. And now they're looking to try to make it an even 30.
Daniel for the extra point. They ran the swinging gate out of this before. And they'll kick the extra point as they bring the offense back in. So 29-8 is your new score. Randolph County looks like they're on their way to winning their 9th game of the season. Snap back there. Daniel's kick. Good. It got in the left upright that time. And it makes it 30-8. 8:18 to go in the game. Wadley will get it back, trying to cut into the lead. Plenty more Alabama area high school football comes your way in just a moment. Break away for 30 seconds. They'll be back with the kickoff. Back with more in a moment.
Looking for a local Christian service store? Look no further than Morning Star Christian Gear. They offer the best selection of Christian-based products around, including King James Bibles, Bible covers, Day Springs box cards, communion supplies, and other amazing Christian-based gifts. Located on Highway 431 South in Roanoke. Open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 5:30 and Saturday 10 to 4. For more information, call Morning Star Christian Gear at 334-863-2425.
Now back to the field for Alabama area high school football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Back here at Wadley, everybody, 30-8 your score. Randolph County has scored 23 in a row since trailing 8-7. Randolph County well on their way to wrapping up this regular season with a win. Wadley with the loss would be out of contention for a 2 seed. We'll have all the scenarios read out for you momentarily and a look at the next playoff matchups for next week. We will have a playoff game next week. It's just a matter of where we're going to be. Braxton Daniel set to kick this one away for Randolph County. Kickoff sponsor is State Farm agent Ken Seifert. Go see him in Roanoke today to get coverage from your home and car bundle. That kick is short, and it's fumbled. And does Randolph County get it? They do. I couldn't tell who it bounced off of, but Randolph County gets it back on the muff kick at the Wadley 30.
Well, I think just like when we opened the game, it was Holden Messer, and the kick is high and short, and it just comes down and hits him right under the chin. And this time Randolph County, unlike the first time, Randolph County is able to fall on it, and that is painful if you're a Wadley Bulldog. And now Randolph County's really in business here at the 31.
So Wadley with the loss will either travel to Isabella or travel to Maplesville, depending on if they're the 3 or the 4. They hand it to Patrick McKissick, I believe, number 14. That's Patrick Bragg, I beg your pardon. So Patrick Bragg in the game, and he gets the carry right side. He gets close to a first down. Tackled at the 23-yard line, pick up a 7 on that last play.
Yeah, just to give off the right side, and a lot of smoke coming out of the huddles now as the guys are breathing heavy and temperatures continue to drop.
Isabella was playing Verbena tonight. Isabella 9-0 on the season. Maplesville 6-2 on the season. Maplesville playing Lamar County tonight. Those would be the 2 potential opponents for the Bulldogs next week. Braxton Daniel takes a stab, hands it up the middle, but Freeman is there to knock the fullback back in the backfield. And a tackle for a loss. Hagan Bailey on the carry for the Tigers, but that play went nowhere. A loss of yardage back to maybe the 24-yard line.
Yeah, it's one of the few times they've been able to get the early penetration and actually make the tackle, and that's a really good play. Wadley is in desperate need here of a stop on 3rd and short.
7 minutes to go in the game, 30-8, Randolph County in front. Randolph County will be home against Midfield next week, and our brothers from Roanoke, Hanley, will be home to West Blockton. Our brothers from Woodland did not make the playoffs this year, but they're playing Donahoe tonight. We'll try and get a score on that one before we go off the air. Hagan Bailey up the middle, and he may have gotten the first down, depending on where they put it down, and actually looks like he didn't. He's about a couple yards short. 6.5 to go in the game, 30-8, Randolph County in front, and Coach Prestridge will see what he wants to do on 4th and 2. Looks like he'll go.
Yeah, Beverly and Kyler Waldrop again right in the middle of the defense, and they stopped that thing before it could get going, and now it's 4th and about a yard. Big opportunity for Wadley. 4th
and 2 from the 22. Hagan Bailey, one of the tailbacks. Patrick Bragg in there as well. Daniel, the quarterback. He will hand to Bragg, going right, trying to get outside. He will, and he's got a first down for Randolph County. Ran out of bounds by number 16, Artavius Brown. but not before he gets a first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, I don't think he gets that first down if he doesn't bounce it outside, and just too much open field out there and not enough defenders.
We're waiting on a Billingsley score as well. Billingsley has some bearing on where Wadley's going to be. Billingsley won the head-to-head against Wadley, so they have the tiebreaker. Lynette the 1 in this region, Notasulga the 2, and Wadley will drop to either the 3 or the 4. Daniel, Hagan-Bailey right side, and he gets a few yards, maybe 5 yards to the 15. 5:50 to go in the game, 30-8, Randolph County in front.
Well, there's some big-time hitting going on down there at the lines of scrimmage. Looked like that time Wadley run a linebacker up, and he nearly guessed the snap count, but he was met as the offensive lineman just really drilled him as he starts coming through the line.
Tight in each way for Braxton Daniel, 2nd down and 5 from the 16. Daniel taking his time with 5:22 to go in the game. Randolph County in control. Daniel hands it. This is McKissick going outside. Jacob Marable has a hold of him, and now he's shoved back. And they put it down to the 15, so just a yard gain on that play. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Tigers.
Caden Messer and Jacob Marable out there making that stop, and just can't help but think of those guys all year been giving it their all on here. As this thing winds down late in the 4th quarter against a cross-county rival, they're still out here just fighting. And the game might be out of hand, but they're really giving it their all.
4:43 and counting in the game. Randolph County has controlled the time of possession here in the second half. And there have been only 3 possessions in the second half. Daniel hands to McKissick, cuts it upfield, has his first down, and inside the 10, maybe to the 9. They'll mark it down at the 8, actually. 1st and goal for the Tigers from the, looks like the 7 now. Come up on 4 minutes to go in the game, 30-8, Randolph County in front. 1st and goal from the 7.
Randolph County picks up the first down. First and goal from the
Randolph County just is doing a good job of just running the play clock down to under 5, and then they're able to snap the ball with no time, little time left on the clock there.
Tight in each way, and Daniel has 4 seconds to snap it. Takes a snap, and I guess they're going to call off the Dogs. So he takes a knee, so I guess they're not even going to bother scoring. They're just going to take a knee 3 times and punt. So Randolph County says 30's enough. We'll take our win, head back to Wadley, get ready for midfield. Wadley's season is not over. They have a playoff game coming up next week, and we might actually have that game for you on the Eagle Sports Network. Stay tuned to Eagle1023.com for more information on that. Wadley will travel to either Maplesville or Isabella next week.